Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field. Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go, touchdown! That's caught. Sammy Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play action with Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got Anderson right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now nothing but green ahead of him. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on him preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. This is caught by Watkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Jackson from the shotgun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down.
It's touchdown, Panthers. It's complete. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Troy Prime. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now
and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Deshaun Jackson, 43 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Dillon on the counter. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. 50 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cohen, he heads right. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 32. Let's go, defense.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Snap comes at 1. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They try again with Cohen. Fighting through and out of bounds right around the 20.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, a run with Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. If they're this close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Being chased out left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now.